Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. And we're going to do a request. And that request comes in from a YouTuber that goes by the name Trident 1984. Now, Trident says, "Hi, I'm a new subscriber to your channel and I enjoyed your reaction to Samantha Sang Emotion." So the comment came in on the Samantha Sang reaction video that I had done. Um, can you please do a reaction to David Gates' hit Goodbye Girl from 1978, since that is a great love song? His vocals are amazing on this song. Thanks. Trident, we're going to do David Gates' Goodbye Girl. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about David Gates. So he formed a group with a person by the name of Rob Rohr, and that group was Bread. They then found James Griffin, and they had a threesome, and they recorded their first album in 1969 and released that album in 1969, and it was called Bread. But they didn't have a drummer, so they used the session drummer, Jim Gordon. Now, Jim Gordon's a very famous session drummer. He's been on just about every group's albums you can think of. After they released that album, they started recording a second album and picked up a drummer by the name of Mike Botts. Well, in 1973, they're kind of splintering a little bit, and David Gates released his first solo album. James Griffin in 1973 also released a solo album. By 1977, David Gates recorded a song he wrote for a movie, and it was a soundtrack to Goodbye Girl, and the song was called Goodbye Girl, so it matched the movie. That single was released in December of 1977, and in 1978, it reached number 15 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart. Now, this is the only really top charting single that David Gates had. So he did not have great success as a solo artist, as he had within the group of Bread. So, I do remember the song tremendously. They played it on the radio quite a bit. I didn't own the single, but I remember it coming on the radio, and every time it came on the radio, it was like, yeah, you got to stop and listen to this song because it is such a great song. So here we go with David Gates doing his great song called Goodbye Girl from the movie Goodbye Girl. Here we go.
All your life you've waited for love to come and stay. And now that I have found you, you must now slip away. I know it's hard believing the words you've heard before, but darling, you must trust them just once more. Baby, goodbye doesn't mean forever. Let me tell you, goodbye doesn't mean we'll never be together again. If you wake up and I'm not there, I won't be long away. 'Cause the things you do, my goodbye girl, will bring me back to you.
Okay, wonderful song. I mean, Trident's right. It's a great love song. I mean, it's two people that are totally in love, and it appears one is leaving, but because of how they interact together, it's not going to be forever. They're going to be drawn back together again, and their love will continue. Just kind of cool lyrics. What I like about this song is how it starts. I mean, it's just the piano. It's David Gates playing the piano with an orchestra, a little bit of symphony orchestra over the top. And then he comes in with his voice. And if you listen close to his voice, there's a lot of echo on his voice. So it's piano, symphony, and a lot of echo on his voice, which is really cool. And then the rest of the band comes in. You've got heavy drums, the bass guitar is awesome, and then you got that neat guitar in there. You got that guitar playing almost like a lead section, not chords, but sort of a lead section. Just really cool how they put that together. But if you listen in the beginning with just that piano and that symphony, and then his voice comes in, there's a lot of echo on his voice that kind of gets hidden once the rest of the band comes in on this song. But dynamite how this is put together. Just really, really, really nice. So let's continue this and see where we go. Bring it back a little bit so we can catch him singing the refrain here.
You wake up and I'm not there. I won't be long away. 'Cause the things you do, my goodbye girl, will bring me back to you. I know you've been taken, afraid to hurt again. You fight the love you feel for me instead of giving in. But I can wait forever, helping you to see that I was meant for you and you for me. So remember, goodbye doesn't mean forever. Let me tell you, goodbye doesn't mean we'll never be together again. Though we may be so far apart, you still will have my heart. So forget your past, my goodbye girl, 'cause now you're home at last.
Oh, what a great song. What a great song. Um, like I say, I just love the piano work in this and the orchestration. That goes out, that goes through the whole song. They had a little break there in the middle. In fact, right when I turned the video back on again, where there was this little instrumental break where it was just the piano, the bass guitar, and the symphony, and then it went back into the drums. You know, the drums came in pretty heavy, and then the guitar, which I really like that guitar in there. It just kind of leads through the song. But the lyrics are great, and David Gates, I mean, he has a unique voice. I mean, as soon as you hear his voice, you know that it's David Gates. You know it's most likely Bread, but he's just got that unique voice. The thing about David Gates, so when he was in Bread, or he had Bread, I mean, they had one hit after another. I think it was like every 3 months they had a new hit on the radio. As a solo artist, he just couldn't make it. And you see that a lot, I think, with solo artists. They break off from the band thinking, okay, we're going to do our own thing. We're going to still have a lot of hits, so on and so forth. Burton Cummings comes to mind of the Guess Who. He left too, and I mean, basically, he had several solo albums, but really only one big hit off of the first solo album, and that was Stand Tall. So this was like David Gates' one hit, Goodbye Girl. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why they don't have the I don't know the following or the power that they had when they were within the group. Maybe they needed that group surrounding to really bring out the best in them. I don't know. I do have most of David Gates' solo albums, and they're really good albums. So it might be the promotion of the record companies. But anyways, I digress. David Gates, Goodbye Girl, it is such a great song. It was a great recommendation. Thank you, Trident. And if you like this, if you like Goodbye Girl by David Gates, hit that like button. If you have any comments about David Gates, the song Goodbye Girl, put it in the comments below. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. I'd be really happy if you did. And if you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. So I hope this put a big smile on your face. It is just a dynamite song. So put a big smile on my face. And peace out, baby.